Hey, what's up YouTube? So today what I'm going to be doing is I'll be installing a upgraded seat on my Kubota L3901. So anyways, for those who own Kubotas or like tractors in general, they may be familiar with the so like the '01 series they call them. So basically like the L2501, L3301, 3901, 4701. All of those tractors, they come with a terrible seat, so it has no armrest, has no suspension in it, and like so some of the options out there are either you go with a Grammer air seat. They're pretty expensive. Maybe if I had plus they're big, so if I had a larger size tractor like an L47 or L60 or something like an MX 5400, I'd probably go with like an air seat because I'd most likely have a cabin on it. But to me, like that tractor is going to be outside. Sure, I'll have a canopy over it, but so what I did, instead of you go with like a Grammer seat or finding some random brand seat, I just went straight to the dealer and I bought a Kubota L6060 seat. So it's still pretty expensive. Like I can't believe like how much they charge for those seats. I think my wife is also in shock. But yeah, I mean, at least I'll have so like basically it just adjusts with this lever here, and like what it does is, depending on your weight, there's springs underneath. So I'll show you here. So there's 4 springs here. So anyways, and then the seat is much nicer. It's more plush. There's armrests. Like the seat is also higher, like the backrest. Yeah, and like so anyways, the safety switch is kind of a bit different. So like the whole kit came with like this, a new seat belt. I mean, like mine was already brand new, and then it came with like a new safety switch just because it's a different type. And then like it came with like a harness here. Just the same thing, like it doesn't really directly fit onto my tractor, so like this base here I'm gonna have to make a frame for it just because it won't go straight to my tractor. So I'm just gonna make like some sort of like, I'm just gonna weld up like a subframe for it. Anyways, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I didn't really take any measurements yet. I just saw someone else who did it and gave me like the part number, so I went ahead, bought like the part numbers he said to buy, and then I'll make it work. Yeah, so this is kind of what I mean, like the OEM seat on those, like as you can see, maybe the backrest is lower. There's like this here, like yeah, it's kind of padded, but it's not the greatest. And there's like no give at all, like whatsoever. So if you're driving it on the road or like gravel roads or whatever, or even like in the field, at like any sort of speeds, like really that's your back that's taking all the impact. So not that old, but my back isn't the greatest, so I figured I'd treat myself and then buy a nice seat. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'll just remove the whole thing, then I'll probably put them like side by side to do like a little comparison, and then go from there. Alright, so the seat's removed, so it's pretty straightforward to remove. The bolts are kind of awkward to reach, but so like on your mounting plate, so that's like where your deck is. So your mounting plate, so you got 1, 2, 3, and then 4 bolts, and then you gotta disconnect your safety switch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's have a look here at the seat quite quick. So anyways, like you can see, like the new Kubota seat that's like on the right hand side sits like as tall as the top of the backrest of the old one, but it's not even like on mounts yet. So like realistically, like the back seat, like I'll have to measure, but it's probably like a solid 6 inch or like 8 inches. Plus then you have like the nice armrest here. Plus you can tell they just put more time into it. There's like that bump here between the legs. There's the little hump. like the back, there's like the whatever here, and like it's just overall nicer. So next step, I'll try to figure out a way to mount it. So like the other person I spoke with sent me some pictures, so I'll kind of try to like replicate like his frame. I'll probably install the seat belt and the switch right now while it's easy to reach. So I keep forgetting that I picked up this new Milwaukee ratchet. Like, what a gem. This is probably my favorite tool now. But anyways, because I just got it, so I forget that I just bought it. So for the safety switch, so I'm gonna mount it on, but I'm not gonna actually wire it in because this connector here, and there's another safety switch in the seat on that one. It's kind of like in the middle of the bottom part. So there's another connection there, and like on my tractor, I don't have that. I have like a 3-wire connection. So what I'm just gonna be doing, like, cause I don't feel like cutting my wiring, just in case I sell my tractor at some point or whatever. I'm gonna keep like the OEM seat, and then so what I'll do is I'll just take the the safety switch off the OEM mount, and then I'll just use zip tie to basically like hold it so it's closed, so like this, so it shows like activated. So I know it's not like the safest way, but I don't really feel like hacking into my wiring as much as I have, like I'd have to anyways. Screwed in, and this part here, the little clip, so like the opening goes on the top, so it just gets pushed in your bracket. Alright, so that's it, and then this here just holds the wires in place. Like so. Anyways, but yeah, like I said, it's not going to be used. So this is kind of what the safety switch looks like on a L6060, and here's the connector. So it's only 2 wires. It's connected like this, and then on the new seat, like, I don't know if you're gonna hear it, but anyways, there's a safety switch in there. So that's what this connection here is, and then this is what I have like OEM on the L3901. So it's just like a switch like that. So there's like a tab right there, so when you flip the seat and sit on it, it tilts it down, closes your system. So anyways, and this here is a 3-wire, so you got like the orange, blue, and black. Yeah, I don't really feel like messing around with wiring today, so I'll just bypass it. All right, so this is kind of what the frame's gonna look like. Anyway, so I would have rather use square tubing, but like the hardware store didn't have any, and I didn't feel like making a trip in town. It's like a half hour one way, so it's like an hour trip every time I need something. So yeah, so 1.5 iron angle is gonna do. It's gonna be plenty sturdy anyways. I'm not a big guy. So yeah, I'll just tack that on and then give that a full weld. And I'll have to drill some holes. All right, so this is kind of my mounting bracket. So this is going to be the back of it. It's going to be kind of facing forward. So like all I have left to do is drill 2 holes there and there. So like 4 holes, and then same thing here to mount the seat. So like the seat's going to be mounting on this, and then like those 2 bottom parts will be mounted on the tractor frame. All right, so all the holes are drilled in the bracket. So basically, so this here is the bottom of the seat. This is the front section of the seat. So like it just kind of goes on there. And yeah, like the only reason why I didn't have like a piece of iron angle that like goes all the way at the front is I'll show you after, but there's stuff in the way anyway, so like you can't have stuff here. Plus the holes are made there for like the original brackets. So I'm just gonna bolt it in place and see how it fits on the tractor before I kind of clean it all up and get it ready for paint. The base of the seat is on, so like the suspension part of it. So all I got left to do is like pretty much put the seat on, and like that's where it hinges. So like those 2 welded nuts here. So I'm just gonna put 2 bolts through the seat, and then anyways, that's gonna be it for like the test fit. I think it fits pretty well. And like this here, kind of, that's what I was saying here, that I couldn't put like another piece of iron angle on my frame just because like this here is in the way. So like that's the adjustment for your speed for your 3-point hitch when it raises and lowers. So and that's going to be my adjustment lever for the how hard the seat is. So like depending on your weight, that's how you set it up. Anyway, so I'm going to put that seat back on. See how it fits, give it a try. All right, cool. So the new seat is in. So the only thing I gotta do now is take it off the tractor to paint the the mount I've made for it, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna show, like, I'm not gonna bother filming that. And then the other thing I got left to do is just hook up the original safety switch. So I'm just gonna like cut a little piece of flat bar, anyways, and kind of like mount it in. So same kind of deal. I'm not gonna bother showing that. Anyways, so for those of you who are thinking about upgrading to a spring seat, so basically you have your adjustment here. That's for your tension, kind of your spring tension. So I'm still kind of playing with that. Like like once I go for a rip around, like I'll figure it out. What I found was pretty neat about this seat, so like on the right hand side, so like you have your lever here, so like I'm gonna push it back like forward, and then you have another lever. I'll just go around to because I'm gonna be in the way. Maybe not. So it's not fully bolted in yet, so that's why it's kind of like shaky, but I got this lever here, so like you can really play with. Anyways, so you can play with the like the backrest, the angle you have, and then you got this thing here, which I found was pretty neat. So like so this pivots, like it only pivots like I don't know, maybe like 15 or 20 degrees, but like I think that like it doesn't do like a full swivel, but like so you just lift that little tab here, and then it pivots. So like I think it's gonna be useful when I use like a stump grinder or the snow blower or whatever, because then I'll be able to like put myself in a like more comfortable position while still being able to touch the gas or reverse pedal. Yeah, so overall pretty happy with it. I mean, like it's anyways, but like it kind of slid out, but nice suspension seat, so it should be easier on the old back. So yeah, I think that's gonna conclude this video. I mean, like the other stuff, it's like tedious little things I don't really feel like filming. So all right, so yeah, so thanks for watching, and if you like those videos, well, I'll have a couple more coming soon, so I'll probably be making fabricating some more stuff anyways for the tractor, so I'll always have ideas for it. So yeah, so if you like enjoyed those videos, like, share with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say big thank you. So this week I reached 300 subscribers. So I know in like the YouTube world it's not much, but it means a lot. Like when I see people subscribing, and in like this, I guess like the analytics or like the stats, you can see like how many like returning viewers you have, and it seems like the more videos I make, the more people kind of come back to the channel and watch the new ones I put out. So just wanted to say big thanks, and yeah, it kind of just motivates me to make more videos. All right, cheers. So I'll see you in the next one.